Welcome. We are live. It is Wednesday night. It is Strang Theory.
Ooh, yes it is. Live from
Strang
Nashville.
Theory live from Coyote Creek here, cabin in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes.
We are sitting here like big old pigs, picking a guitar and doing our thing.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, this is good. Hey, Joe, the people are coming in already. This is the first. Sort of on the road impromptu string theory, but I thought we had to do it
Yeah.
because we got out of the Gibson garage just in time to make it back here just in time to do this. We had a wonderful time down there with those guys. As you all know, I am a big proponent of these Epiphone guitars. This is my Frontier. I love this instrument. I'm touring with it on this tour.
Yes.
Jake is playing his brand new Honduran mahogany Yeri,
Yes. Yes.
named Mac, after our gracious host who owns this cabin. What a guitar! And we've just been having a lot of fun. And so we have tomorrow off. So
Yes.
what the hell?
May as well do a string theory.
What the hell? So I'm going to get right to the questions here. Don't have Ginger. Ginger's in the house, but she's in our house, which is obviously back in Nova Scotia. So we have a super chat from Stephen Baker, who just said, "Ladies and gentlemen, start your faucets." And then we have, let's see, who do we have? No more serious questions here yet. Evening from Scotland, Graham Campbell, nice to have you here, buddy.
Yeah.
Michael Easter from Charlottetown, thanks, buddy. You're here. Cajun Queen, who loved the Robin Boucher movie, which we did too. I love that thing. And yeah,
That movie was the production of the century, by the way.
pretty much. Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be getting some comments about that.
So I hope the audio's okay. We are just using a phone. So I think here's a question from Darren Murray. What's the best, least expensive guitar for bluegrass?
Weren't we just there yesterday?
Yeah,
Maybe?
yeah. There's so many. Okay, so the first one that pops to mind, that friggin' hummingbird that Epiphone makes.
Yeah.
The inspired by Gibson hummingbone, herringbone, hummingbird. Shit. It's all that beer going up with the peanut in your eye. Hummingbone. Okay, yeah. So the Epiphone hummingbird, inspired by Gibson type, is you can spit it out if you have to. If it's dying, is about $1,000 Canadian, and it's unbelievably good guitar. It's a powerful dreadnought. Then you've got guitars like the Yamaha, the FG series, the Red Label series. You've got this guitar here, which is a bit more expensive. Like that's around somewhere in the range of $2,500.
Yeah.
But it's a killer bluegrass instrument.
Excellent.
And where were we the other day that you were mentioning? What were we talking about? What's the other microphone?
Recording King?
Oh, Recording King. Yeah,
Their
Recording King.
dreadnought,
They make
guitar.
all kinds of dreadnoughts for way cheap.
Yes.
And you have to find a good one. They are Asian made, but their quality control is starting to get really good. I'm going to be reviewing an RD342
Yes.
very shortly, which is their version of the Martin D42. So it's a badass guitar. It's really nice.
Yeah. The dreadnoughts we played yesterday from them, they were all
Awesome.
good.
Yeah, awesome.
They're all great.
So there's some choices for you right there. You should be able to get yourself into a really good bluegrass guitar for under $1,500.
Yep. Absolutely.
These days,
Yep.
no problem. So next question is Jim Waller. Hey Jimmy, love you buddy.
Hey,
I saw Jim at the Station Inn the other night. Monday night we played there, and he says you're a badass, and that Frontier was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Loved you all on Halloween. It was epic. It was a good night, eh?
That was a great night. Thanks, Jim.
And then Jeff Gallant says, Big John, you know we can't let you live down the hummingbone, you know. LOL, I love you, brother. And if anybody is not going to let me live something down, it would be Jeff Gallant.
Oh, awesome.
So, let's pick one.
Yeah.
Good old Bill Cheatham.
Cheatham.
Yes, sir. So that is a DYM HD 60?
I believe
Is that there?
Yeah.
DYM HD 60, yeah.
Yep.
So this guitar is really rare.
Mm-hmm.
It's built out of a set of 50-year-old Honduran mahogany
Yeah.
that they found shortly after Kazuo Yeri died. He was hiding it in the parking lot. He was hiding in the parking lot under some tarps. And so now they're down to the last few sets, and Jake has gotten one of the very last one of these.
Oh, man.
So if you could find one, buy it, because ridiculous. Just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So Stephen Baker says Jake's Yeri has a split bridge. Can you talk about that for a second?
Oh, it's more than a split bridge.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
to me one of the most brilliant design choices ever made by a guitar builder.
Yeah.
It's called a direct coupled bridge, and what it is you have your standard style type of bridge here with the saddle in it, but that's where the similarity ends. The strings leave the saddle and go directly down into the top in an ebony insert.
Yeah.
The pegs are not slotted; they're round. So that forces the ball end all the way through that piece of ebony and the bridge plate. It creates this massive string break angle here,
Yeah.
which increases volume, sustain, all that stuff, tone. And when you push these pegs down through, they force the ball end all the way through the top and hook directly to the bridge plate.
Yep.
So you have more contact with the strings and the bridge plate and subsequently the top than any other system. And then the other thing that's happening is there's no upward pressure on this bridge and saddle anymore. None. because the pegs aren't attached to it. It's all 100% downward pressure on the top.
Yeah.
And you're pulling on the top itself at its strongest point, which is the bridge plate. So like it's the most brilliant design.
Yeah.
And you can't fault it because every time I've played a guitar with this system, it's just unbelievable. The color, the volume, the sustain, like it's, you just can't beat it. So
it's completely different than anything with a normal bridge on it.
Yairi invented this. It's his own design, and I mean, people have looked at it for many, many years and thought it was just as a cosmetic choice, but that's bull. It has nothing to do with cosmetics.
No.
It's the plan, and he happened to make it pretty.
Yeah.
Right? But the functionality of it is absolutely mind-boggling. Yeah. When you think about the mathematics with this. And also, they don't even have to compensate your saddle because the intonation is so perfect.
Yeah.
From the scale and the way they build it. You don't need to compensate any string. Intonation is perfect right to the sound hole. And that's part of it. Right?
Definitely.
So yeah, that's the Yairi direct coupled bridge. Jim Waller says, super chat from Jim Waller. I played many Martins this past week at Groons, Carter's, the Gibson Garage, even Guitar Center. I love the J45 inspired by, the IBG Epiphone at $749. More than any of the 20 plus guitars I picked up. It was ridiculous. And that's true, right?
Yeah.
It's just, they're just ridiculous for the money they're charging for these guitars. This guitar cost me about $1,300 Canadian.
Yep.
I mean, it's a masterpiece. It's a work of art.
It is.
It's all solid wood.
Yep.
It's finished in this beautiful solid satin poly.
Yeah.
That looks like something else. It looks like nitro and feels like nitro, but it's not. It's poly.
Maybe even a hand varnish.
Yeah.
Like on
exactly.
It's very similar.
Yeah. And the power.
Yeah. It's got it all.
It's got all of it. It's got the color, the volume, the tone, the playability.
Yeah.
I'm playing Chet and Jerry on this thing like air, right?
Yeah. Unbelievable.
So you can't beat this for the money. Like as somebody said about the video, they were mad because I talk about these guitars all the time. Then I was talking about my Boucher Signature Edition, which is $5,500 US.
Right.
There's a huge difference, right? If you want to spend $5,500 on a boutique, handmade guitar, do it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to spend that kind of money and get near quality, right? Something that's going to be really good, last you forever, have an inspirational tone and volume. You have Epiphones, you have Recording King, you have Yairi, you have Yamaha.
Oh.
You have Close.
Yep.
Like a carbon fiber company that builds a tremendous sounding dreadnought guitar.
Yep.
And that's why this channel exists.
The under $2,000 market now is better than it's ever been to get an amazing
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing that a lot of people aren't realizing is that this is a brand new thing. This is not what it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Or even 10. 10 years ago, if you bought a $500 guitar, you got something that wasn't playable.
Yeah.
Even if you bought a $1,000 guitar, you might be pushing it. Now you can spend $800 and get a guitar that was like something you would have bought for $2,000 20 years ago.
That's right.
You see what I mean? It's a sliding scale, sort of, right?
Yep.
And it's incredible. The guitars that people are putting out now, all these companies, holy shit. It's enough to drive you nuts. There's so many great guitars right now, it's not even right. It's not even right.
It's too much work for us to look at all of them
and
try and play.
It is. So, yeah. Time for more tunage.
Oh, that wouldn't be horrible.
We're picking a lot tonight because, we're in Nashville.
That's right.
You know Texas Gales?
I think so. 2 parts or 3 parts? Find out.
Do the other ones. Do Denver Bell.
Oh.
Nicely done.
Oh, cool.
A little bit of Denver Bell.
Kenny Baker.
Kenny Baker.
Yes.
Played with my Apollo by Nick Mon. And also, Jake is using his
Tone Slab.
Tone Slab! Thank you to Tone Slab and all our sponsors, of course. You know who you are, but the ones that I can remember off the top of my head, Boucher of Guitars, of course. Epiphone, Gibson, Yairi, Yamaha, Close, Recording King, Brickhouse Guitars with their new Avenir and Bridgeport line, and our newest one, only obtained 2 days ago.
Oh, geez, yeah.
LR Bags
Oh,
is now a partner on the channel, and I will be reviewing their boxes, their voice print guitar modeler, their sound system called the Synapse. And some other surprises in the new year that no one knows about except us.
Yeah.
We have seen things.
We got a sneak peek.
So there you go. It's a big time. We're having a good time down here.
Oh, we are.
I hope everybody's enjoying this and you can hear everything okay. Yeah. So, Gallagher. Yes, Gallagher. By God.
Oh my God.
We're playing Gallagher on Friday night at the theater in Murfreesboro. And spend the day down there with, David was with us Monday night too, as was Ashley Atz from Recording King.
Yes.
And there's some big surprises coming from Gallagher that I can't talk about either, that we are privy to, that are going to be quite shocking.
Deadly.
Yeah, there's some really seriously interesting stuff going to happen there right at any time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna see it on the channel. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there.
Yes.
So, sorry, brother. So let's see. Go back through the comments here. You guys aren't very talkative tonight.
No.
That's okay.
It's not usually the case.
No, it's not. I'm just going back to see if there's anybody asked something that wasn't a super chat that I can throw in here. Everybody loved the Robin thing, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Audio is good. Michael O'Coin says the audio is great.
Sweet.
Humming Bone, ha ha ha. Oh yeah, Blue Ridge, that's a good one. Richard Lush. Blue Ridge is another company that makes excellent bluegrass guitars.
We played a good BR 160 today.
Yeah, it was old though.
It was old.
But the problem with the Blue Ridge though, they're getting so high end that they're on par with that. And they're not as good as that.
Oh, I know.
Right?
Yeah, they have the price.
Yeah,
they
you had to pay $2,500 for a good Blue Ridge, and you might as well buy this. So this is unfortunately 10 times a Blue Ridge.
Yeah,
There's no question about it, right? Let's see. They've answered that. We did the Humming Bone is the name of JP's next album.
Whoa.
Humming Bone.
Yeah, he probably should be.
The White Erie. I still have the White Erie. That is the White Erie.
Oh, I guess it is.
Yeah, I have the same guitar. I call her the Dragon. This one's called Mac.
This one's called Mac because it cuts like a knife.
Yeah. Blues and classic as usual. Okay. The bridge line someday. Oh, there's a super chat. Oh God. Okay. Donald Fisher, thank you for a super chat. Donald says, "Hey JP, love the interview with Robin. We all missed you over the last bit, but are really happy you're busy. Speaking of busy, how's the new album coming? So I've got several projects in the work myself, but the main album we're working on right now is the new one with me and Dave Gunning, and that's the main prerogative, the main priority right now. We have to get that out soon.
Yeah.
Because we're touring it already. The tour is being booked and there's no album.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that in front of 2 billion people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stephen Baker says, can you get a selfie with my son's Galacaster? Well, I'm sure if it's there, we will.
Oh, yeah. I want to play
Can't
it
wait to
too,
see
though.
it. Calhoun says, how often should one be getting a professional setup? Well, not too fucking often. Because if your guitar needs a setup that often, there's something wrong with it.
Why is it moving around so much?
Right.
But I don't know.
You should have a professional setup when you buy it.
Yeah.
And then I'd say about 6 months later, after it gets used to your house and your habits, it could need a tweak.
Yes.
But after that, you're talking about years in between having to really do anything to it.
Yeah, yeah. If you wear a nut out.
Yeah, you gotta
things like
you gotta
that.
check your nut and your frets and your things that you are using all the time. And yeah, so that's not often.
I would say though, if you turn your own truss rod, if you do that adjustment every, like let's say once in the summer and once in the winter, if you do that little adjustment, then it doesn't need to go in.
Yeah,
You're right.
it'll
That's
never-
where it's
exactly,
5 years apart.
Yeah.
If you're not doing that,
Yeah.
well, then maybe you'd need one
You need
once a year.
you need to learn to use your truss system to push your strings up and down with the changing of the seasons.
Yeah.
A lot of guitar builders will tell you not to do that, but including Robin. But I've done it all my life, even to his guitars, although his don't need it. Hardly need it,
I
right?
don't know if mine's ever moved.
But most guitars require a neck adjustment with the changing of season.
Right.
Because the top starts to rise or the neck starts to swell or whatever the case.
Yep.
So you just give it a little tiny tweak to the right to make the strings go lower, to the left to bring them up. Just a quarter turn. That's all it takes. It doesn't take a ton of adjustment. And then you never have to take your guitar in unless you have a fret failure, a nut failure, or saddle failure.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
So, okay, cool. So Steve Shirley, super chat from Steve Shirley. Thanks, buddy. Did you and Dave play Humming Bones of the Gutting Cormier CD?
Oh my god.
What guitars did you use? Well, Gunning played a Loudon guitar on that album, and he's playing a Loudon on this one. And I used a variety of instruments, including Boucher, Stonebridge, Yamaha, and I think that's about it. Possibly, I didn't have these other instruments then. That album was 5 years ago.
Oh.
It's scary to think how long it's been.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, listen to this now.
Yeah.
I think our host is in the house. There he is.
Hey.
Going on here.
Pull a chair up, sit over here beside me.
Yeah, you want to scooch in, JP?
Yeah, let's get over a little bit.
Leave room in the frame for the rest of us.
Yeah, we got lots. I can see us here. It's good. Yeah, man, get one into you. This is Mac. He owns this place, and we've been having a hell of a good time with him for the last
Yeah, they've been having a
week.
good time. I've been having
Come
a
on in,
blast.
boys.
There you go. So you can lean right in there. Look at that. That's him right there.
What have we done?
There we go. Good to see you.
See,
He's a lovely man. This guy's taking such good care of us,
Oh,
and we've pretty well moved in here. It's sort of permanent now.
right?
Yeah, sort of permanent.
Yellow welcome.
Yes, sir. John Delory's got a super chat here. Says, "What's in that pile of picks on the table?" So tell him, Jake.
Oh.
Jake, now this is something different. I need to point out, and it's weird because I've seen other players do it too. A lot of guitar players carry a shit ton variety of picks with them.
Yeah.
I never do that.
No?
No,
I
I
didn't
carry
know that.
one pick, and that's it.
Well, it's because you won't give me that one. If I had that one, I would only
You're
carry that
never
one too.
getting this pick. This was made for me by Nick Monaghan. You're never going to get it.
I've been fighting for it.
But the thing about it is that, and I know why you do it. I know why everybody does it, because there's different tone in all those picks.
There is.
And if you're playing in different humidity, different sound system, different whatever, or different tunes that you need different speed,
Yeah.
you go through. He has a variety of picks. So yeah, tell him what you're carrying.
I'm surprised you spotted that. Well.
They're not dumb on this show.
Oh, jeez. So, I have a couple of picks here that are just the prime tone, regular, like they're a 3-corner prime tone pick, and they're like $3 a piece.
I love those.
And they pretty much keep up with everything in this pile. So I'm not trying to sell you anything in this pile because these are just as good.
Yeah.
And I carry them around because they're actually at different stages of worn out. Some of the corners are wore off; they're rounder sounding.
Exactly? It's tone.
Yeah, this has a different tone.
Just
than this
because
one.
it's worn out gives it a different tone. That's why you're keeping it.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. So this one's a worn out one. This one's a little bit of a newer prime tone. $3 picks.
Yeah.
Keep up with everything in the pile. These are both blue chips. One's a 55 thousandths of an inch thick. They're the exact same shape. If you ever put one of these a 60, it's a TAD blue chip 60 next to a prime tone. It's the exact same size and thickness.
Yeah.
So that keeps up.
All it is
55
is material.
is the same. This is a celluloid pick from Gilchrist. Again, like $3.
Yeah, tone.
Tone.
Different tone.
Yeah, that's a softer pick.
Yeah.
It's a lot softer. And then a tortoiseshell pick that's really rounded out and it's really bassy
Yeah.
or mellow. And
Yeah.
tone slab.
Tone slab!
This
We
is
love
cool.
these things.
This is cool. This is new to me. JP actually lent me this. What's it made of again? It's casing?
It's casein, yeah.
So it's somewhere between a blue chip and a tortoiseshell.
Yeah.
And,
And of course mine's the Apollo,
Right.
made by Nick Mon and handmade, which is just they're the best.
Yeah.
Man, I love and the tone slabs.
Yeah.
Those are my 2 favorite picks of all time.
Yeah.
I prefer them to tortoiseshell, to blue chip, to everything. And blue chip is great too.
Oh, yeah.
But there's something about these ones in particular.
Yep.
And the tone is, I don't know if it's brightness or whatever.
Yep.
But I've had blue chips in my pocket for a year. And
Yeah.
I can't kill them.
That's right.
They're indestructible.
You just carry one?
I do. Yeah. Just one pick.
Just one pick.
Yeah.
All right, so you're performing, it flies out of your hand.
I got backups in the case. But he literally carries these in his pocket everywhere he goes, right?
Yeah.
But he's got a menu of tone. The tone menu. The tone bone menu.
Yeah.
The humming bone.
For all the humming bones that I'm going to pick up and play.
Yes. Jim Waller says, hadn't really considered a Gallagher, and then I ran into Dave Mathis at your show. A true gentleman and his passion for what they do is inspiring. Totally agree with you, Jimmy. Gallagher Guitars is an amazing story
Yeah.
of literally a phoenix rising from the ashes, right?
Yeah.
All because of Dave Mathis and the people, his team.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible, incredible. Stephen Baker, Nut Failure is the name of Chris's dad's autobiography. You're gonna have to go spin again.
Hold it.
Holy
I have to mop
shit.
the floor, so hold it.
That's a good one.
Wow.
I wish Chris was here.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll see this. So that reminds me we should play another tune.
Yeah. Christmas dance.
Yeah. That's all right.
A little bit of gold rush there, boys.
That's all right.
That's fun.
Yeah, cool, man. There was a good thing I saw go by there. Shaddy Hacker wants to know: is that a hummingbird? This is a Frontier.
Mm-hmm.
Epiphone inspired by Gibson reissue. This is a guitar from the 50s.
You played a hummingbird today.
Yes, I did. And it's killer. And it was a great. I just recommended one to somebody who wanted a bluegrass guitar.
Yeah.
And this is a beautiful, beautiful guitar. Solid Sitka top, solid maple back and sides, mahogany neck, everything solid. Finished in a satin poly that's more like a hand varnish than anything else.
Yeah.
And it just kills. It's a big old cannon guitar.
It looks like it's worth $5,000 too.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the other
13.
thing.
It's $1,300.
And actually, Matt can attest to this too. When we were sitting in the Gibson garage today, looking at these guitars, we couldn't tell from
The
this
custom
far.
shop from this.
The custom shop made in Montana, I guess,
Yes.
right? From that.
Oh yeah, I asked you about that.
Yeah, they're
Like-
so almost identical. There's some really small details.
Yeah.
Like the Epiphone headstock is slightly wider.
Yeah.
The font is slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
This touches the bridge.
Yeah.
This part here, this pickguard touches the bridge on the Montana.
Oh, okay.
You know, things like
I
that.
didn't notice that.
It's incredible.
Even being a player in
It's
there.
incredible.
Jake, Jake was teaching me guitar things. You didn't mention a font.
Yeah,
No,
with
I
the
didn't-
I'm just talking about the writing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just sit here.
When,
then.
when you touch the
The
phone.
squiggly bits on the headstock pipe. Jesus Christ. Fucking Americans.
This is our guitar tech, Matt.
Twirly things.
Twirly things and
Yeah.
swirly things.
Really
and-
things, yeah. How much lacquer is on this guitar? How many coats?
How many coats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much varnish is on that?
Yeah.
Ben Wood, you should play the Birchmere in Alexandria. We're working on it.
Yeah.
On your U.S. tour as a 100th anniversary Doc tribute shirt. Yeah, we're already working that day, unfortunately. It's too bad. Let's see here. We got so many people on board. Jesus. Okay, no questions. So, let's see. Yeah, we got about 20 minutes left. We are, again, playing at the Gallagher performance venue in Murfreesboro, Tennessee on Friday night.
Yes.
I believe it's 7 or 8 o'clock. Come down early so you can see the shop, meet Dave Mathis.
Yeah.
There's just great people. And then on Monday we leave for London, Ontario, and we've got a string of dates in Ontario on our way home. And super chat from Michael Mercier, thank you. He said, I love the recent Boucher video you did with Robin. Your guys' love for the instrument is infectious, and yes, it is. Robin and I'll tell you how infectious his love for guitar is. This is a man who's built me 10 guitars. He builds probably the best guitars in the world right now.
Yeah.
And definitely the most sought after. And he gets excited about this, and about my Yaris, and about my Yamahas, and about, he plays them all and goes, whoa, man. And he looks all inside them, and he, oh, look at this, and he points out all the things.
Yep.
The guy is ate up with guitar, and he's so open-minded and open-hearted about it.
Mm-hmm.
He never puts anybody down. He never,
No.
you know what I mean? He just, like, if you're a company and you build a good guitar and you can tell that there's love in the building when you play the instrument, he's all for you.
Yes.
Like, I wouldn't be with Gallagher if it wasn't for Robin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Robin introduced me to Thompson guitars, trying to get me an endorsement. He wanted me to work with American companies. And that's unheard of in this business, that any builder
Yeah.
would push you towards other companies.
Yeah.
And all it did was create more business for him. You know, and more love for him, and more way more success for me as a creator
Yeah.
and an artist and all these things. And I owe Robin Boucher everything. The guy has been such a steadfast part of my career for so long.
Yeah.
You know,
Some-
and the other builders I work with, like Gary and these dudes, man, they really respect him a lot.
Yeah.
You know? And that says something that and he loves their work. Like I put my dragon in his hands.
Yeah.
And he played that guitar for 20 minutes and just went, man, this is the most incredible guitar.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, well, look, he says, it's so simple. It's so, look, everything that it does, and it's just perfect in every way.
Yeah, he's looking at the bridge and the
Yeah.
new designs and stuff, and he's just so into it.
Same with the Gallaghers. I put my Jim Hurst model in his hand.
Yeah.
He almost took that with him.
Yeah.
He loved that thing. Oh my God. And that's what I love. And when we're at Gibson Garage today, the same thing.
Yeah.
They know that I endorse a ton of different companies, but I do it for all the same reason.
Mm-hmm.
They're the perfect guitar at a price point.
Yep, they have a good spot in the market.
Right. For people that want great guitars, if you want to spend $500, this one. If you want to spend $5,000, it's that one.
Yeah.
And there's a million things in between. And we have to start looking around for that.
Yeah.
Because as we said earlier, so much of it now that
It's overwhelming.
it's overwhelming, and that's good.
Yeah.
To walk into a music store and you can't decide what to buy, right? Because everything is so good.
And you only have $1,000 and you can't decide to buy it.
And you
It's all
can't
good.
exactly.
Yeah, because
That's
if
a
you
good
go in
place
there,
to be.
if you go in there with $5,000, you might not even be able to get the Martin you want.
No, and you might not get one that's very good.
That's
not
right.
all high-end guitars
Yeah.
are good.
No.
So they're not bad,
No.
but they're also not the guitar for you,
Right.
right?
Yeah, you're not pulling the exact tone you should be pulling out of it, or
Right.
whatever.
Exactly. Blair Blair, how you doing, buddy? Blair Svensson says, saw Mr. Lightfoot in concert last Wednesday at Calgary's Grey Eagle Resort.
Oh.
He had an unsettling moment on stage due to a health condition, but recovered nicely. Oh no! Done a detailed review available upon request. Gordy is getting frail. He's 83 years old, and I love him with all my heart. And I hope he doesn't, mess around, pass away on the road. I don't want him to do that.
No.
But it's where he'd be happy.
Yep.
He won't stop touring, and I don't blame him. If I was still able to go at 83, I'd be gone. No way I would stop.
Oh.
You can't get this out of your system, right?
Kind of counting on it.
Yeah, exactly. Stephen Baker says, please teach your host how to connect. Oh, yes, okay. Yeah, so that's the thing. And I haven't done it yet because we don't have Ginger here
Let me
in
take a
production. So I had this buddy of mine who was in Mississippi. And we got drinking beers one night and started talking about how messed up the English language was. And we're like, yeah, look at words like no, like K-N-O-W.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Why is there a K on that? It should be cano. And so we started to figure out all these words that had these silent words at the beginning. Pretty soon, everything we were saying, we're putting a K in front of. Give me another Kabir, yeah? Like, it just kept going on and on like that. So when string theory started, I would say to Ginger, for the next question. And one night, I just started going, Connext? And it stuck. Now there's hats and T-shirts and everything. So, yeah, so Mac is now he's just been indoctrinated into the Connext world.
Yes.
So I would normally look at Megan and go, Connext, and she'd give me the next question.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's just
Cano kidding.
Cano
Sorry.
kidding. Cano kidding, yeah. Now he's got it already. Edward Brunato. JP, how do you manage to keep the neck at a high angle with a guitar strap? Because I'm a fat bastard. And my gut holds it up.
I could have answered that one.
Yeah, Mac knows the answer to that. Yeah, so, yeah. It's literally just, I have it braced on my thigh, and then my arm holds it there. That's it. So that's how it works. And I've been playing this for 50 years. It's just, the guitar becomes part of my torso when I pick it up.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to hold it, but right up to my heart, right? So that's, yeah. On stage, of course, I use a strap.
Right.
Even when I sit, I use a strap. So I don't have to worry about this angle. I can just put the strap on and I make sure it's pulled behind me.
And this table's pretty high, too.
Yeah, short, right? Yeah, I'm trying not to get on the table either because I don't want to jostle the camera around, but good question, though. Interesting. Chad Hager, belly helps for sure. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Where the heck is my T-shirt at?
Yeah.
Jeff Gallant.
In the mail.
It's in the Camille, buddy.
Maybe like a beer.
Are you gonna have a Kabir?
Oh, I'll have a Kabir.
All right, buddy. Well, while you're having a Kabir, I want to play a tune.
Oh, sure.
Can I get it for you?
They're gonna get the beer getting
no,
the
you don't
beer
have to
getting
do that.
movie, the music.
Yeah, play me a good one, JP. Oh, yeah. What is that called, JP?
That is called Bitter Creek.
Awesome.
Joe McGraw says, JP, tell us about the capo you're using. Doesn't look familiar.
Oh, yeah.
This is another fantastic D'Addario product. I just love their stuff. So it's like their Planet Waves capo, but it has a little hingy part here that moves with the angle of the back of the neck. So it's always keeping a straight pressure on the strings.
Oh,
And it's beautiful. It's just screw tension. It's got a nice hard rubber, like nothing. It doesn't take any volume or tone away, and I love it. It was, I don't know, $22 or something like that. It's nice heavy metal capo. I don't like light capos because they absorb too much vibration from the neck, therefore taking down your volume and tone and all that stuff, right?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why he uses the Page, because it's the same idea. The Page is solid steel
Yeah. Yeah.
with just a thin rubber sleeve around the arm. And it's very tiny. You can put it tight as you want, and it rejects the guitar entirely, right?
Yeah.
Calhoun says new Master Music Method videos slated for the fall. Yes, they are. Yeah, you can. CW can get one of those capos at any Long McQuaid.
Oh, yeah.
Right, just look for the ones that have the little hingy thing on the bottom, on the back. There's a little cradle that rocks back and forth. Those are the ones you want.
What was it called?
It's a D'Addario.
It's a D'Addario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
The model.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the model because it's brand new.
I've never seen
It
one,
just
so-
came out. It just came out, so yeah, keep an eye on that. Thoughts on Taylor guitars and their V bracing. Michael Mercier. Thank you for the super chat. So, Taylor guitars.
Okay. So,
I really I have a hard time saying anything positive about them anymore because they're obviously fantastic instruments,
Sure.
but they're not what they were.
no.
They have changed into there's way too much tech.
Yeah.
You know, when the old Taylors, and I owned them, they were unbelievable guitars. And now it seems like they're more concerned with like just making massively blingy guitars with all this technology
Yeah.
that they do well. But for me, it takes away from the sound that I know a Taylor to have.
Yeah.
They're the ones that I've played, and I've played those $8,000 Taylors hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
You pull them down,
Yeah.
and they're just dead.
Yep.
They got no resonance. They got nothing. They look good. They sound good, but they just don't have that lightning in
Yeah,
a bottle.
sustenance or
Right.
like
Taylor
some
was
meat to it.
Taylor. When you played a Taylor in a music store, was always the best guitar in the room.
Yeah.
Always.
Yep.
20 years ago, there was no touching them. But now it seems like they've just gone the other way, and I wish they would. I don't know. I just wish they would go back to whatever they were doing 20 years ago.
Yeah.
With this new technology and the new capabilities and the new materials and neck joints, and
Yeah.
if they did that and put out that old Taylor sound, man, you couldn't beat them.
No.
There'd be no way.
Well, one thing they have done is modernize every feature of the Taylor. They all have slim neck profiles right now. They
Yeah.
all have cutaways, and a lot of them have this
Bevel.
the bevel for your arm. They are a comfortable guitar to sit down and
They
play.
are,
It's
they
just
are.
not necessarily my sound or
No,
whatever.
it's just a foreign sound to me now somehow.
Yeah, it's
And
changed.
I miss the old Taylor sound.
Yeah, but very comfortable, just not all that useful for
Yeah.
me.
Now plugged in, they're pretty stellar
Yes.
with the new expression system,
Yes.
but that's not enough.
No, not
Guitar-
for
the
6
gu-
grand or
No,
8
the
grand.
guitar should melt your face in a room.
Yeah.
And they just can't do that anymore, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
So, sorry Taylor, still love you. I love you to death.
Yeah, it's beautiful stuff.
I just wish I could get that same feeling that I get from playing the Dan Crary model
Yeah.
or a 915 presentation series
Yep.
in the 90s, right? In the early 2000s.
Guitar teacher back in the
You
day. had
just
one of those.
cry when you played one of those things.
Yeah.
It's so loud.
Beautiful.
So awesome, right? Ted Whitmore, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Nashville. JP is a hero to the whole world of folks, but I love him for the inspiration I get to practice and play. Right on, buddy. That's what I
That's
wanted.
high praise.
That's what I wanted. See, here's a good one. Graham Campbell said, I've got a 2002 Taylor 310.
Yep.
It was like the lowest model.
Yep.
It was my main guitar from then until recently. It's beat up, well gigged, sounds like a cannon.
Yep.
It would have. That's what.
Of course.
That's when they were making guitars, right?
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
And CW says they have no character, and that's true. They're very
I would agree.
homogenized. They're very sterile
Yeah.
guitar. Yeah.
MIDI and stereo.
Yeah. Yeah. Callie Antman says they all have this strangely muted sound. It's true. They do. Taylor, get on it.
Yeah.
I know you can do it.
I want to play one.
See. Okay. So, okay, I think we got all the super chats in there. Okay. So, we're going to run out of phone fairly quickly. We got about 9 minutes left, but I think we should play one more tune.
Yeah, give that humming bone a
The old humming bone.
yeah, the humming bone.
Got to get the humming bone going here. Let's play some Celtic
Yeah.
music.
pretty bassy.
I'd say. I got down on the low strings.
I know,
Right down the low string some. Ginger's in the house.
Hey!
Ginger.
Ginger.
Ginger. Ginger.
Yeah, you're moving to Nova Scotia.
Oh yeah, you gotta come to Nova Scotia now. Okay. Jeff Collette says Ginger, never forget, Hummingbone. Holy shit. All right. Yeah. So let's have any more questions. We've got about 5 minutes left, and probably less phone than that. And we'll try. We're gonna stay with you as long as we can.
Yes.
Yeah. Shit. Ginger is shoestring theory without you. Head tube 1. Right on. Cool. Never forget. Hummingbone.
Hummingbone.
Hummingbone. So let's see. There's nothing yet. No.
What's the newest product for you, JP? I'll ask you a question.
All right.
What's the newest, most exciting product for you? We had an amp here, didn't we?
Yes.
Did we have a couple?
There's
Two.
the amplifier I just got from Recording King is a VHT
Yeah.
acoustic amp, and it's really nice. Really nice. I want to try it actually Friday night. I'm going to play through it, and you're going to play through my Fishman.
Sweet.
And it's just a real compact, tight, clean amp.
Yeah, like 60, 100
Yep.
watts,
Yeah.
something like that.
Good reverb on it. It loved this.
Yeah.
It loved this. It wasn't as happy with the LR Baggs active system and that. It was just for gain.
Which is odd. But
Yeah. This is a passive pickup, K&K. That's a powered, 9-volt powered pickup.
And the amp preferred
Preferred
the
this.
passive.
We had to turn the amp down. We had to put the pad on
Yeah.
to use this. It's got so much power in it.
Yeah.
With no battery.
It's not fair.
Yeah, it isn't. So, yeah. So there you go. Does that Epiphone have a hummingbone nut?
It's made a real hummingbone.
Really,
amp.
real hummingbones, yeah. Okay. Cool. So Camera Law said this is really cool. Oh, they retracted the message,
Oh.
but she was talking about the Yeri DY90,
Oh,
which is like one of the
I've never even seen
flat.
it.
They're rare,
Really?
really rare.
Cool.
They get abalone like a D45
Oh, cool.
custom shop guitar, right?
Wow.
And oh, there's Dave Mathis. Hey, David, how you doing, buddy?
Hey.
See you Friday. I have a G60 and a G50 for us to play.
Awesome. I can't wait.
Yep. Love the Frontier, Derek Brennan. Yeah, thank you, sir. David Mathis is both with K&K on board.
Oh, good man.
He knows what to put in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's going to make it for the night. And we're going to play one last quick tune.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have beer and pizza. And
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
yeah, it's going to suck. This whole trip sucks. Mac's horrible to deal with. He's
Yeah.
just sitting over there all grouchy and everything.
He
looking
didn't
at
kick
us,
your ass at cribbage.
calling us young whippersnappers and all that shit. It's always chewing a fucking straw and
Oh, that's right.
drinking moonshine.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Love you guys. We'll see you next. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see you sometime soon
Yeah.
on here Wednesday night. Don't miss us. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do. Tell all your friends and neighbors.
Yeah.
Jake Lozon on the guitar. My traveling buddy and Mac.
Mac.
Oh, you
Two
need
Macs.
to know.
Mac and Mac.
Oh, yeah.
Love you guys. We'll
Happy
see you next
string
time.
theory.
We'll see you next time.
Take care.
Be good. That was fun.
That was awesome.
Right?
Thanks for coming down, man.
Why not?
It's a good time.